Well, hello, hello, and hello. Welcome to Ramblin' Chit Chat with Papa O. And today I want to say welcome. I have decided what era we are living in. We are living in the age of the rainbow bubble. And what do I mean by that? I think we are living in a great time of self-expression and just opening stuff up. So if you're a little older and you're like my age and you sort of fall between Gen X and baby boomer and millennial, try taking a step in the pool of creation. I think creation is going to be something that is very good for you. I have made note cards. I'm not going to work off a notebook, so I'm going to see what that's like. Now, this is also a period where there's going to be a lot of reconnection with the earth and time for you to find sort of not just your place in the earth, but your place within its healing and your place within its creation. So, my rainbow bubble children, I also wanted to tell you about my headband. Yes, my crown. Today I felt like it was a Say Something Crown Day, and this headband is actually the oldest piece of pagan jewelry I have. It was made for me 23 years ago, and I still wear it today. Sometimes when I need a little fairy magic out, be a little phantasmagorical, I put on my fabulous crown and then just go to it. Go to doing a magicking. Now, what's happening on the farm? Well, I thought I would name that What's Going On in Wildlife. We have moved into our house, and of course, the kitchen is all up to speed, and all our shrines are up. Now, not all of our altars are up, and I know you're like, oh, not all your altars are up. No, they're not. And cherry break. So, I need some help putting some altars together because I want to do a nice outside one. And I'm thinking, tell me what you think. I am thinking of doing it as laid concrete, possibly with everybody who's helped handprints in it or leaves or something with inside of it. Something that helps, bring the community together. Um, and also my inside one. My inside one needs to have, I want it to be of reclaimed wood, and I want it to be large enough to hold jars, and, but I want it there also to be space where I can write and work. So I need a dual space of storage and working, doing the magic. And also, I was thinking for community work in the month of November, offering a DIY thoughtful presents to make that are magical. And just giving people an opportunity to get out there, and if you can't really afford things, you can put something together that is just as lovely. And don't worry, it is not going to be pieces of orange on a twig. If you get that reference, very good. It will be soaps and oils and potions and brews, and it will be marvelous. Um, if you're interested and you are not going to be around in the greater Commonwealth area, then see if you want me to do it some DIYs and put them up on Patreon. I will do that. Some fabulous little gifts for your friends and family. Also, I decided to join YouTube Pagans again, and that was great. I decided to get back on there, and they have a contest going on. They have a contest every year. And this one, they're going through the alphabet with mythology. And the letters are U and V. And I thought to myself, U and V, U and V. U and V were meant to be walking free in harmony. But I came across that Poland has a holiday known as Forefathers Day. It's called Dziday, which is Dziday, and it takes place on November 2nd. And it is when they celebrate the two gods and their movement through the underworld. And it is a holiday that is usually done in a cemetery. I am looking for more pagan roots on it. So if you have any ideas, or if there's any Judeo-Christian ideas out there, because they always keep some little bit of paganism, especially with the Poles. So, also, I found today's tuning. And today's tuning was brought to me by Kindriana, Kyndryana, and she is on patreon.com. And she asked, what part of practice brings you the most joy? What part of practice brings me the most joy? Now, I can automatically say, you're looking at me and he's like, I think it's partying. It has to be partying. Actually, no. My favorite part of my private practice is praying and ritual offerings and ritual works. It's the doing things like lighting the candles, singing the songs, putting out the candles, blessing water. I really enjoy that. Working in the garden, working with animals, because I know all of you are animals out there. But I like the everyday activities, the routine, which usually you don't have to prepare for, because you prepared for it the other day. So it becomes a silent, secular prayer. Now, for those who enjoy me eating stuff, the next thing I will be eating is Project 7 products. And what is Project 7? It's a California-based company that creates candy, and their projects are anti-bullying. And you know I am pretty anti-bullying. My golden rule, don't be an asshole. So I thought this would be the perfect thing. It is gum and gummies and lollipops and candies, but they are odd flavors. I am put them up on my Amazon. If you want to send Papa O a special gift, you go right ahead. Let's try this. We're trying rainbow ice. Should we get somebody else to try it with me? Is there somebody out there? Holly, Amy, would either of you like to try a piece of gum? Amy's already tried that one. I haven't tried it yet. Oh, yeah. Holly is about to try some gum.
Oh, they're not rainbow colored?
They're not rainbow colored. They are white. They're whitey. Chicle. They remind me of chiclets.
Very much so.
They have the same outer crunchy area. And for 2 pieces, it's only 6 calories. You can, and I like rainbow ice. I especially like when rainbow ice gets down to the bottom and all the flavors mixed it together and you drink it. Tastes a lot like an amaretto sour or a whiskey sour.
Midori.
Oh, delicious. These are very good.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
And it will last in your mouth for longer than some people will. So think about that. 7 gum, rainbow ice. Okay. It will be on my wish list on Amazon. I hope you can like it and get me it. Or I'm going to have to get it myself. But I'm definitely going to unbox it on here. Now, I've decided I needed to step on a soapbox. And just because I have been watching the feud between familiars and pets. And what is the definition between familiars and pets? The main thing, if it doesn't bother you and it is not affecting your life, then don't bring it up. Don't be an asshole about it. It is not your place to define who is a familiar and what is a familiar. Like my cat. My cat is named Harley. Do I consider her my all out and out familiar? No. But she is part of my family. And she is part of my magical practice. So, there are familiar qualities. And I just wanted to say, last night, there was another familiar quality, which will bring us to our card of the day. Look at our card of the day. Does anybody recognize what that is? On the side of the card of the day? Mice. There was a mouse in my house. And I will make that part of the reading. But there was a mouse in my house. And I woke up with Harley sitting on my head. I was on my crash pad. And Harley was sitting on my head. And then she saw the mouse. So she went a hunting for it. And it went under my blanket. Not under my blanket. Under my crash pad mattress. And I lifted it up until I felt warm and fuzzy. And it was the mouse. And so I had to lift it up even further for it to finally run out and Harley to run after it. Now I'm hoping the mouse is not hiddenly dead somewhere and it will be a stinky find one day. I'm hoping that either she found it or it got away or she ate it. I don't want to deal with yucky zombie mouse. The gum is still good. Okay. I am using the Fairy Ring Oracle. And our card is the Wayland Smith. So, this card today is telling us that it's time to get out and start making things. Start to find projects and things that will spur your interest for the winter. It is not a time to sit on your duff and let things just pass you by. It's time to get things moving, get projects going, and to prepare yourself for the future. Make sure that you do not try to eat your time with things that are more difficult for you to process. Go to something that will be achievable and workable, and you won't get frustrated with this. If you get frustrated with it, the cat's going to run after you, and it's not going to be fun from there. So find something easy, workable, and go for it. Remember that. Now I know these videos are a little long, Of course they are. They're root workers. Root workers are storytellers and munchers. We sit back, we munch, we have some coffee, we have some tea, we have some Sanka, we have some Entenmann's, just little things. We have some wonderful little anecdotes and stories to tell. So this is just to sit down and relax. Sigil and prayer power. Okay, I want to do a little magic with you today. Today, I have this card with this image on it. On the back of it, there is a prayer. And I would like if everybody, just for this second, sent some emotions and energy towards this image. This is one of the ways you can use a sigil. This is a sigil I've made. I've been using this sigil since 1990. This has been a sigil I have used. So it is specified to just me. It is the growing cross, and it has vines reaching out. There are also runes and symbols mixed in. So everybody, for a moment now, send that energy, send this prayer out, breathe in, breathe out, and relax. You know you've done something good for today. Even if you are watching this later, prayer is always worth it. You know, you cannot have a late prayer, or prayer is like a hug. It is definitely like a hug. If you get one a little bit later, it's still warming and reminds you of how great everything is. So prayer is like the supernatural hug. If you see this, allow yourself to send a prayer out. Okay? If you would like me to send a special prayer out, just let me know, and I will put you on the back of the card to send prayer energy out and to send love to you or your loved ones. Okay. Now, what I've also been told to tell people is that they need to like, I know that's backwards, subscribe, and share. So if you like what you see and you are enjoying time with Papa O, like, subscribe, and share. Reach out to one another. Be kind to one another. Don't yell at one another. Halloween is coming. Get ready. Also, Advent and other holidays. I will incorporate Dry Day on this Day of the Dead, November 2nd. If you have some more ideas, feel free to share them. Love you. Be kind to one another. Reach out to one another. And most of all, like Grandpa Zach would always used to say, don't be an asshole.